What if I told you that losing muscle mass after 50 isn't inevitable? And that with just three specific exercises backed by decades of research, you can actually reverse this decline and regain strength you thought was gone forever. The harsh reality is that starting around age 30, we begin losing approximately 3 to 8% of our muscle mass each decade, and this loss accelerates dramatically after 50. But here's what most people don't realize. This isn't just about looking weaker or feeling less capable. Muscle loss, known scientifically as sarcopenia, directly impacts your ability to climb stairs without getting winded, carry groceries with confidence, get up from a chair without using your arms, and maintain the balance that keeps you from falling. The statistics paint a sobering picture. Research published in the Journal of the American Medical Association shows that adults over 65 who experience significant muscle loss are 3 times more likely to fall and twice as likely to suffer from functional disability. Even more concerning, sarcopenia affects nearly 30% of individuals over 60 and up to 50% of those over 80. But before you resign yourself to this fate, understand that your muscles remain remarkably adaptable throughout your entire life. The same physiological mechanisms that built your strength in your 20s are still active today, waiting to be properly stimulated. Sarcopenia occurs through a complex interplay of factors, including hormonal changes, decreased protein synthesis, reduced physical activity, and chronic inflammation. As we age, our bodies become less efficient at building new muscle protein while simultaneously breaking down existing muscle tissue at an accelerated rate. Growth hormone and testosterone levels decline, further compromising our ability to maintain lean muscle mass. Additionally, motor neurons that signal muscle contractions begin to die off, leading to both strength loss and reduced muscle coordination. However, resistance training creates a powerful intervention that addresses multiple aspects of this decline simultaneously. When you challenge your muscles with progressive resistance, you trigger a cascade of beneficial adaptations. Protein synthesis increases, satellite cells activate to repair and strengthen muscle fibers, and your nervous system improves its ability to recruit muscle units effectively. Studies consistently demonstrate that adults in their 70s and 80s can achieve strength gains of 25 to 100% through properly designed resistance training programs. The three exercises I'm about to share target the most critical muscle groups for maintaining functional independence while being safe and accessible for older adults. Each movement has been selected based on extensive research, showing its effectiveness in combating sarcopenia and improving real-world strength and mobility. Exercise 1 focuses on the largest and most powerful muscle group in your body, your glutes and quadriceps, through the chair-assisted squat. This movement directly addresses one of the most important functional abilities you possess, the capacity to stand up from a seated position without assistance. Research from the Journal of Aging and Physical Activity demonstrates that the ability to perform chair rises correlates strongly with overall lower body strength, walking speed, and fall prevention. The chair-assisted squat targets your quadriceps, the four muscles at the front of your thigh responsible for extending your knee, along with your gluteus maximus, the large muscle of your buttocks that powers hip extension. These muscle groups work together every time you stand up, climb stairs, or step up onto a curb. Weakness in these areas leads to compensatory movement patterns that place excessive stress on your lower back and knees. To perform this exercise correctly, position yourself in front of a sturdy chair with your feet shoulder width apart and toes pointing slightly outward. Cross your arms over your chest or place them on your hips. Slowly lower yourself toward the chair by pushing your hips back and bending at the knees, keeping your chest lifted and your weight centered over your feet. Lightly touch the chair with your buttocks, then immediately drive through your heels to return to the standing position. The key is to use the chair as a guide rather than fully sitting down and resting. Focus on controlling both the downward and upward phases of the movement, taking approximately 2 seconds to lower and 2 seconds to rise. This controlled tempo maximizes muscle activation and builds strength throughout the full range of motion. Keep your knees aligned with your toes throughout the movement, avoiding inward collapse which can stress the knee joint. Begin with 2 sets of 8 to 12 repetitions, resting 60 to 90 seconds between sets. As your strength improves over several weeks, progress by increasing the repetitions to 15, then eventually performing the movement without touching the chair at all. A landmark study published in the New England Journal of Medicine followed adults aged 72 to 98 through a progressive resistance training program and found that chair rise performance improved by an average of 113% after just 10 weeks of training. Exercise 2 targets your posterior chain through the wall push-up, a modified version of the traditional push-up that's perfectly suited for older adults, while still providing significant strength-building benefits. This exercise strengthens your chest, shoulders, and triceps, while also engaging your core stabilizing muscles. Upper body strength becomes increasingly important with age as it directly impacts your ability to push open heavy doors, lift objects overhead, and maintain good posture throughout daily activities. The wall push-up specifically targets the pectoralis major in your chest, the anterior deltoids in the front of your shoulders, and the triceps brachii on the back of your upper arms. Additionally, this exercise requires significant activation of your core muscles to maintain proper body alignment, making it an excellent compound movement that works multiple muscle groups simultaneously. Position yourself arm's length away from a wall, standing upright with your feet hip-width apart. Place your palms flat against the wall at shoulder height and shoulder width apart. Your body should form a straight line from your head to your heels. Slowly lean toward the wall by bending your elbows, keeping them at approximately a 45-degree angle from your body rather than flaring them straight out to the sides. Lower yourself until your chest nearly touches the wall, then push back to the starting position by straightening your arms. Maintain rigid body alignment throughout the entire movement, avoiding any sagging at the hips or excessive arching of the lower back. Your head should remain in a neutral position, looking straight ahead rather than up or down. Control the movement in both directions, taking about 2 seconds to lower toward the wall and 2 seconds to push back. Start with 2 sets of 8 to 12 repetitions, focusing on perfect form rather than speed. As this becomes easier, you can increase the challenge by stepping further from the wall, which increases the amount of body weight you're pushing. Research from the Journal of Strength and Conditioning Research shows that even modified push-up variations can increase upper body strength by 20 to 30% in older adults when performed consistently over 8 to 12 weeks. The third exercise addresses a critical but often overlooked aspect of aging, core stability, and spinal health through the modified plank hold. Your core muscles, including your abdominals, lower back muscles, and deep stabilizers, play a fundamental role in virtually every movement you make. These muscles support your spine, transfer force between your upper and lower body, and maintain the posture necessary for efficient movement and breathing. As we age, weakness in the core becomes particularly problematic because it contributes to poor posture, chronic back pain, and increased fall risk. The deep stabilizing muscles of your core, including the transverse abdominis and multifidus, begin to atrophy and lose their ability to fire properly, leading to a cascade of movement dysfunction that affects everything from walking to simply getting out of bed. The modified plank specifically targets these deep core muscles, along with your rectus abdominis, obliques, and erector spinae muscles that run along your spine. Unlike traditional crunches that can place excessive stress on the neck and spine, the plank builds functional core strength in the same way your muscles need to work during real-world activities. Begin this exercise by positioning yourself on your hands and knees on a comfortable surface. Lower down to your forearms, keeping your elbows directly beneath your shoulders. Extend one leg back at a time until you're supporting your body weight on your forearms and toes, creating a straight line from your head to your heels. Your body should resemble a wooden plank, hence the name. Engage your abdominal muscles by gently drawing your navel toward your spine, but continue breathing normally throughout the hold. Avoid letting your hips sag toward the floor or pike up toward the ceiling. Keep your head in a neutral position by looking down at the floor rather than forward or up. If holding the full plank position proves too challenging initially, modify the exercise by keeping your knees on the ground while maintaining the straight line from your head to your knees. This knee-supported variation still provides significant core strengthening benefits while allowing you to build up to the full position over time. Start by holding the plank position for 15 to 30 seconds, focusing on maintaining perfect form rather than duration. Rest for 30 to 60 seconds between holds, then repeat for a total of 2 to 3 sets. As your core strength develops, gradually increase the hold time by 5 to 10 seconds each week until you can maintain the position for 60 to 90 seconds. Research published in the Clinical Journal of Sport Medicine demonstrates that plank exercises activate core muscles more effectively and safely than traditional sit-ups or crunches, particularly in older adults. The study found that participants who performed planks 3 times per week for 8 weeks showed significant improvements in core endurance and reported reduced lower back pain compared to those performing conventional abdominal exercises. What makes these three exercises particularly powerful is their synergistic effect on your entire musculoskeletal system. The chair-assisted squat builds the foundation of lower body strength, essential for mobility and independence. The wall push-up develops upper body strength and postural control necessary for daily tasks and injury prevention. The modified plank creates the core stability that ties everything together, providing the central support system your body needs to function optimally. Beyond their individual benefits, these exercises work together to address the primary mechanisms underlying sarcopenia. Progressive resistance training stimulates muscle protein synthesis, the process by which your body builds new muscle tissue. This anabolic response can be maintained well into your 80s and 90s when training is performed consistently and with appropriate intensity. The neurological benefits are equally important. Resistance training improves motor unit recruitment, enhances coordination between different muscle groups, and maintains the neural pathways necessary for quick reflexes and balance reactions. Studies show that adults who engage in regular resistance training maintain faster reaction times and better balance control compared to their sedentary peers. Perhaps most importantly, these exercises directly translate to improved functional capacity in daily life. The strength you build through chair squats makes standing from low seats effortless and reduces the strain on your knees and back when navigating stairs. Upper body strength from wall push-ups helps you lift grandchildren, carry groceries, and maintain the posture necessary for confident movement through your environment. Core stability from planks protects your spine during bending, lifting, and twisting motions, while improving your balance and reducing fall risk. The timing and frequency of your training sessions can significantly impact your results. Research indicates that muscle protein synthesis remains elevated for 24 to 48 hours following resistance exercise, making every other day training optimal for maximizing muscle growth and recovery. This schedule allows adequate time for muscle repair and adaptation while maintaining the consistent stimulus necessary for strength gains. Perform these exercises on alternating days, such as Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, allowing at least one day of rest between sessions. On your rest days, light activities like walking, gentle stretching, or household tasks can promote blood flow and aid recovery without interfering with the muscle building process. Progressive overload, the gradual increase in training demands over time, remains the fundamental principle driving muscle adaptation at any age. This doesn't necessarily mean adding weight, which can be challenging or unsafe for some older adults. Instead, progression can occur through increased repetitions, longer hold times, reduced rest periods, or advancing to more challenging exercise variations. For the chair-assisted squat, progress from touching the chair to hovering just above it, then eventually performing free squats without the chair. Wall push-ups can be made more challenging by stepping further from the wall or progressing to incline push-ups using a bench or step. Plank holds can be extended in duration or advanced to single arm or single leg variations as your stability improves. Nutrition plays a crucial supporting role in combating sarcopenia and maximizing the benefits of your exercise program. Adequate protein intake becomes increasingly important with age, as older adults require higher amounts of dietary protein to stimulate muscle protein synthesis compared to younger individuals. Research suggests that adults over 50 should consume 1.2 to 1.6 grams of protein per kilogram of body weight daily, distributed evenly across meals. Quality sleep is another often overlooked factor in muscle maintenance and recovery. Growth hormone, which plays a vital role in muscle repair and growth, is primarily released during deep sleep. Adults who consistently get 7 to 9 hours of quality sleep show better responses to resistance training and maintain muscle mass more effectively than those with poor sleep habits. The psychological benefits of regaining strength and functional capacity extend far beyond the physical improvements. Many older adults report increased confidence, reduced anxiety about daily activities, and a renewed sense of independence as they progress through a structured exercise program. This positive feedback loop reinforces adherence to the program and contributes to long-term success in maintaining muscle mass and functional ability. Common concerns about starting an exercise program after 50 often center around safety and the fear of injury. However, the exercises we've discussed are specifically designed to minimize risk while maximizing benefit. The progressive nature of these movements allows you to start at whatever level feels appropriate and advance at your own pace. Your body will signal when it's ready for increased challenge, and listening to these cues is essential for safe progression. Understanding proper form becomes even more critical as we age. Each repetition should be performed with deliberate control and awareness. The chair-assisted squat requires attention to knee alignment and controlled descent. If you experience any sharp pain or discomfort beyond normal muscle fatigue, stop the exercise and consider consulting with a healthcare provider or qualified fitness professional. The wall push-up demands focus on maintaining that straight body line from head to heels. Many people make the mistake of allowing their hips to sag or pushing their buttocks up toward the ceiling. Both positions reduce the effectiveness of the exercise and can place unnecessary stress on the lower back. Think of your body as one solid unit, moving together toward and away from the wall. For the modified plank, breathing remains paramount. Many people hold their breath during challenging exercises, which can cause dizziness and reduce performance. Practice breathing normally while maintaining the contracted abdominal muscles. This skill translates directly to real-world activities, where you need core stability while continuing to breathe effectively. Environmental factors can significantly impact your exercise experience and results. Choose a time of day when you feel most energetic and alert. Many older adults find that morning exercise provides energy for the entire day, while others prefer afternoon sessions when joints feel less stiff. Consistency and timing helps establish a routine that becomes automatic over time. Temperature regulation becomes increasingly important with age. Exercise in a comfortable environment, dress in breathable layers, and stay hydrated throughout your session. Even these bodyweight exercises can generate significant heat and cause sweating, particularly as your fitness level improves and you're able to perform more repetitions or hold positions longer. The social aspect of exercise shouldn't be underestimated. While these exercises can certainly be performed alone, having a workout partner or joining a group can provide motivation, accountability, and safety benefits. Many community centers offer senior fitness programs that incorporate these types of functional movements in a supportive group setting. Technology can serve as a valuable tool for tracking progress and maintaining motivation. Simple smartphone apps can help you log your daily repetitions and track improvements over time. Seeing concrete evidence of your advancing strength and endurance provides powerful motivation to continue the program, even on days when you feel less energetic. The compound nature of these exercises means you're training multiple systems simultaneously. Your cardiovascular system works harder to supply oxygen to active muscles. Your nervous system coordinates complex movement patterns. Your endocrine system responds by releasing hormones that support muscle growth and bone density. This whole body approach maximizes the return on your exercise investment. Adaptation occurs at different rates for different individuals. Some people notice increased energy and improved sleep within the first week of starting a resistance training program. Strength gains typically become apparent within 2 to 4 weeks, while visible changes in muscle size may take 6 to 8 weeks to develop. Functional improvements in daily activities often occur before you notice physical changes, so pay attention to how tasks like climbing stairs or carrying groceries become easier. The concept of muscle memory plays a significant role in older adults returning to exercise. If you were previously active or strong, your muscles retain a cellular memory that can accelerate the adaptation process. Don't be discouraged if you feel like you're starting from zero. Your body remembers how to build strength and will respond more quickly than you might expect. The path forward is remarkably straightforward. 3 exercises performed consistently every other day hold the power to reverse decades of muscle decline and restore the functional strength that defines independent living. Your muscles are waiting for the stimulus they need to rebuild, regardless of your current age or fitness level. Start with just one exercise today. Focus on proper form over speed and trust the process that has transformed countless lives after 50. The choice between strength and frailty remains yours to make.